The 100 Black Men. It supports anyone that's willing to go beyond what your circumstance or your environment would allow you to be able to do.
The 100 Black Men in Atlanta is a collective of African-American males in the Atlanta community that came together to lock arms to make a difference in the community.
We are professional Black men who have achieved some level of success and want to work with underprivileged youth so that they can hopefully achieve the same level of success.
Project Success is our cornerstone program. Our promise to the young people that are part of Project Success is that if you graduate from high school, we will provide tuition assistance of up to $24,000 or $6,000 a year to you to help pay for your college. We have students that we've impacted through things like Lawyer for a Day, our robotics program, through our programming at Best Academy.
We're in the 30318 zip code, the #1 zip code for incarceration, and they have the highest dropout percentage.
This work is not a job for me. This is a labor of love. You know, I get up every morning, I want to get to the school. I want to have an impact on the students that we serve in the city of Atlanta. I tell all of our students all the time, I am no different from you. All of our membership, everybody has to work for what they have.
You know, I grew up on the west side of Atlanta. The challenges were like, you know, my friends and stuff like that. Like, I'm different from them.
It's rare that a young man from English Avenue would have access to some of the best marketing executives in the city or CEOs in the city. But what the 100 does is provides them access to these gentlemen. And so with that access comes experience, exposure, and opportunity.
My first day of school in 6th grade, when I first came to Best Academy, they was lined up. My first impression was like, oh, I know I'm gonna be successful at this school because it's the first day and I'm already introduced to these types of men. I made mentors, new friends.
They help, not just me, not just my kids. They help for everyone who need it.
The 100 plays a really important part in building character. Beyond the social emotional needs of our students, they connect with the even greater need to be cared for.
Raising 3 Black men in the city of Atlanta for the past 20 years, it's hard.
She's worked 2-3 jobs at a time to help pay for our expenses. The biggest challenges that I faced in my life growing up really would be more so along the availability of men to be role models to us.
When Jameson turned 14, he said, Mom, he said, have you heard of the 100 Black Men program?
They introduced this topic to us about robotics and space exploration. During that time, I was able to meet a lot of different members of the 100.
I just think there's nothing like a collective of American males to mentor, tutor, and support African-American males in the community. Because a lot of the members of the 100 have similar stories to our young people. So there's a common thread that opens up the line of communication.
We're fortunate enough to have a member like Lonnie Johnson, who invented the Super Soaker and has tons of patents, to actually give of his personal time to work with students and teach them lessons around robotics.
Dr. Lonnie Johnson is just, he has this energy that just motivates you to want to do more, you know, learn more. So he allowed us to actually have our team work out of his facility. And then he had his employees also willing to mentor us. He changed my view of what an engineer really is, what a STEM professional is.
Without their help and their encouragement, my son would not have been able to go to college to become the engineer and the young man that he is today.
I know that I would not be where I am without mentors investing in me, pouring in me along the way. I want to make sure that they have those resources to help them navigate some of those same areas like college, law school, medical school, MBA, whatever path they want to go down.
We know that whenever we can connect with a young person and actually that young person believes that there's an individual who believes in them, there's no limit to what they can accomplish.
The Emerging 100, which is young professionals 25 to 35, was created to bridge that gap between the 100 and the collegiate 100.
In Atlanta alone, there are thousands of young men between 25 and 35. We wanted to partner with those guys too, because a lot of the members that started the 100 Black Men were in their 30s at the time, and they had unique ideas. start an organization and an auxiliary for guys that are out of college, young professionals just starting in their career, to sort of fill that gap.
It has definitely prepared me for the workforce and just for the real world period because of the different environments and scenarios and situations they put me in. So I've learned things like team building exercises. I've learned about being a true leader inside of a team. Sometimes you need to learn how to follow and not always lead.
The 100 Black men and the emerging 100 have dedicated themselves to giving back and to stick into extending an arm and pulling those that may have been forgotten along with us to make sure that we create the next generation of successful, powerful African American men in our city. We're very grateful for our past and our powerful legacy and what we've been able to do. I'm as excited about the future of the organization as I am about its past. I think if you look back at our history, you will see that we inspire our young people to want to achieve more, and our future is bright.
I've been involved with the 100 since the late 80s. I've seen firsthand the transformation that the organization has with respect to the lives of young people.
If I were talking to my colleagues about impact, they would be insanely jealous of all of the great things that go on here because of the 100. And I know the heart of the organization is to promote goodwill across our entire district. I'm excited about them expanding and growing and helping other kids.
I think the next steps for the organization are to focus on bridging the digital divide that our young people face. The other component that we need to focus on is lining up internship opportunities to get them ready for careers so that we can provide a comprehensive approach that will benefit all of our students.
I'm very proud of our achievements over the last 32 years. If you think about and look at the evolution of our programmatic initiatives, you get the kids, you get the parents, and now you get the community. And once you get the kids, parents, and communities all working together, now you're really changing the trajectory.
I feel supported from 6th grade, and I know they're gonna support me even afterwards. My relationship with the 100 is real.
As far as overall impact goes, they actually do something that actually inspires, motivates, and help people thrive.